Jayden. Jayden was our beautiful, loving, 22-year-old daughter. She was a very bright soul with a big personality.
She was a little spitfire, full of life, carefree, happy-go-lucky, we thought. She definitely had the spirit and spunk.
Jayden Dillenbeck had what her proud parents describe as a bright future in the modeling and cosmetology industries.
She had been in 2 New York City Fashion Week shows, and she just knew how to walk the runway.
Beneath her outward personality, Jayden was struggling internally.
It all began when she was 17, when one of her best friends committed suicide, and she was just holding it all in.
Jayden turned to drugs as an escape and began using cocaine.
She met some people that were kind of in the same situation as her, and the drugs were available, and that's how the addiction started.
Her parents recognized the addiction and got her into outpatient treatment and mental health therapy. Following a setback and overdose in March of 2022, Deputy Mike Favada with the Monroe County Heroin Task Force intervened.
We, actually, the family, Jayden sat down at the kitchen table, and we had a long conversation. We hooked her up with the resources through the Villa Hope and a couple other organizations, and Jayden was doing great.
She was basically my full-time job. I was taking her to all of her appointments, and she even, had me sit in on some of her appointments. She didn't mind. I feel she felt comfort in knowing that I was there with her.
Despite the progress, Jayden continued to hang out with a friend who was also using. And on April 6th of last year, she overdosed again. This time, the cocaine was laced with fentanyl.
At 6 a.m., woke up to most devastating phone call of my life. After a couple hours, they had done CAT scans and other tests, and they did tell us that the next 24 hours would be critical, but it didn't look that great.
On April 8th, doctors delivered the most devastating news any parent can imagine. They told the Dillenbecks there was nothing more they could do for their daughter. The Dillenbecks made a decision to donate some of Jayden's organs. After harvesting those organs, Jayden was pronounced deceased.
Heartbreaking, earth-shattering, devastating, unexpected.
I just remember just a lot of praying. Just couldn't believe this had happened to us. It just seemed so unreal.
The Monroe County Heroin Task Force connects those struggling with addiction to resources in our community. Outreach is just one of the components in this multi-jurisdictional, multifaceted approach to an epidemic that does not discriminate, that knows no boundaries.
She had struggled for quite some time with addiction, but she was on track. She was working, going to a job every day, doing great. I think this one it shocked me because I just didn't expect it. I thought, she was, just the way she was acting, the stories I was hearing about how well she was doing, it was a surprise.
Jayden's death propelled the Dillenbecks to help others. In addition to saving 5 individuals with Jayden's donated organs, Laurie and Jared want to ensure their daughter's death does not go in vain. They keep Jayden's memory alive through national and local billboard campaigns and other messaging in hopes of saving others struggling with the same disease.
They are essentially murdering people. Our daughter, with many others. It just, destroys people's families.
With no care, their life goes on. It's been no consequence to them, and it should be. It's a murder in our eyes, Absolutely.
The Dillenbecks share and embrace the task force mission to incorporate education and prevention in addition to outreach and enforcement. If one life is spared, it is worth the effort.
It's not prescribed to you. Don't take it. Notice the signs of addiction in your family, especially monitor what your kids are doing. And that's the biggest thing. I mean, there's so many gateways to addiction now.
From a happy-go-lucky kid today to gone tomorrow, and you don't have a choice once you've swallowed or ingested or smoked or inhaled that drug. You could be committing Russian roulette with your life at that point, and it's just not worth it.
To learn more about the Monroe County Heroin Task Force, visit the website. Help is available 24/7.